y'all? Welcome back to another video. I'm just gonna take y'all around. Today I'm about to go to my cousin's house and spend some time over there, so that'll be fun. And when I tell y'all today, it has been super hot. So like this morning I got up and I went to the gym, and like, you know, in the morning, like, it felt fine. It was gonna be like a nice 80-85 day. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take the top off and I'm gonna have some fun and be out in the sun. By the time, y'all, I came back after taking a shower, getting back in the car, it was 100 degrees. And then I was like, well, I already took the top off, so I might as well just go ahead and ride around. And when I tell you, it was so hot, so hot, so hot. And like, even like right now, it's 98 and the sun is going down. Like, today has been so hot. And if I had to redo the day again, I would have kept the top on. And y'all may say like, oh, it's real quick to put it on, put it on. It is, but I felt like I already took it off, so I should just go ahead and enjoy the day. And I was sweating the entire time. But hopefully now that the sun's going down, I can finally actually enjoy it and not melt. That's the plan. So hopefully that's the case. But we're gonna get on this road, head on out there. It's gonna take me a minute to get out there. So come on. What did I miss? What did I miss?
Get the money, stay out the way. Jesus told me no hard feelings on me, do your thing.
Now we want to take a shot to the fiance. This is the first one. Then we'll take one for Arab. It's like you get them.
Hello. I am at the movies to see Weapons, and it's pretty late, but it should still be a good experience, so hopefully it's good. I don't really know what it's about, but I'm sure it'll be good. So let's see. I also want to see if they had the little Freaky Friday popcorn and drink. I don't know if they have it, but if they have it, I'll get it. If not, I won't get it, so we'll see. They indeed did not have the Freaky Friday popcorn or drink thing, so they didn't get it. So sorry to me. That's okay. But also, when I tell you, I just threw something on, like this raggedy t-shirt, some sweatpants, and then some dishwasher looking shoes. I'm just here. I just thought nobody was gonna be in here. Come to find out, the theater's crowded. So prepare for the unexpected.
Alright, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Alright, I just finished the movie. The movie was actually pretty good. It's a little interesting. I did fall asleep during some part, but it's not one of those movies where you miss much. It's a very simple plot. What? It is. But it was alright. It was decent. But the most annoying part was we were like sitting at the top row, and there was like 10 boys that were like super annoying. And when I mean annoying, like they were throwing popcorn at people, they were like laughing super loud, and then like one of them started like humping the chair. They were making Snapchats with the flash on, and like everybody in the theater was like shushing them and telling them to shut the F up and stuff, and like they didn't pay any mind. And long story short, the movie theater crew came in, told them they had to go. I ain't gonna say that's because of me, but they had to go. Super annoying, but still a pretty good movie. Alright, so let's talk. So I was actually just like sitting here at my desk today. I don't know if y'all know, I don't know if y'all have seen my first video where I said I was a DMD PhD student, and I'm currently in the PhD portion right now. But I was just sitting at my desk, and I was like thinking, like, I feel like most people don't know what a DMD PhD student is, and essentially what it is that I'm in graduate school for working my PhD, and then to go on to dental school later. And then if I'm successful in both, then I will get 2 doctorate degrees. This is my first time really like talking to the camera a little bit more. I feel like a lot of times I show y'all things like outside of the lab, but I kind of wanted to like bring it back in and show y'all like I'm still here, like I'm still doing this, because I know a lot of my vlogs have been more like lifestyle vlogs, and school is a very strong part of my life right now. So I was like, you know, I should probably kind of do an update on that. So it's like a little bit difficult for me to kind of like express my feelings sometimes, especially like on a camera. Like this is the first time really me giving my opinion on something. It's really weird. I will say that. Man, I feel like I'm struggling. Good Lord. I don't know. I don't really know like what to say, but like, well, let me first like explain. So essentially, like in the PhD portion, you go to school, so you have courses, and then you also do research like in the lab, like where I'm in now, and you will have a research project that you work on for years. After that project, hopefully like you build enough data or whatever, you can get like publications and then essentially graduate. But it's much different from undergrad, because in undergrad you are like, you kind of have like a set schedule of like when you should complete things by. And when I say set schedules, like let's say your major is biology, you have a set number of like courses and credit hours that you need to complete in order to complete the degree and graduate. However, when you join a PhD program, it's a little bit different. Like you still have those courses that you need to complete to get your degree, but you also have the research / lab that you also have to take care of. So for me, like I have already completed all of my like academic requirements, but now I'm working on the research requirements. So those research requirements have to be completed. And those are not as clear cut as the courses are. The courses, like, that's something you can Google, you can find it clear as day. The research is a lot more gray. Like you have credit hours, like research credit hours that you need to complete. And once you complete those, like that's still like not enough. So after that, you have to get things like I said, publications, but you also have a committee that has to approve you finishing. And then you also have a mentor that is supposed to help you complete that as well. So it's just like, it's a list of things, and it's not very like clear cut, but that's how that process works. And a lot of times that's why if you ask somebody who is working on their PhD, like we never know when graduation is. We don't know when we'll be done. We just kind of wait to hear. Like you have some like small milestones that you can kind of get an idea, but for the most part, you're never sure. And it's nice like if people can kind of give you a range, like maybe like by next year, next summer, but it's very gray and it's really hard to like know. So that's one thing that's tough, because it's like you just have to like keep getting up every day, going through it, suffering through it, and you have no end date in sight until someone kind of like tells you your end date is in sight. But until then, you just keep going, and that is extremely difficult, because there are times when you're over and but you know, like when you're like an undergrad and you're like, like I'm a senior, like this is my 4th year, like I'm over, I'm wore out, I'm tired. You still know May or August or December of a certain date you will be done, and like they make sure you know at this date you'll be done. Now imagine just going through your degree and no one ever tells you an end date. That's tough. Just keep on going. And then it's like you met all the course requirements and then keep on going. And it's like once you meet all your research requirements and keep on going, it's like that is tough. And I feel like that's the hardest part as far as like the courses and stuff. Like you expect courses to be difficult, but you know there's going to be an end date soon, and they like tell you when the end date, like when the course is going to end. But the other part is difficult. And you just keep coming, and you just keep showing up year after year after year after year, and you're just like in it. And I feel like that's really the hardest part, It's just, there's no end date. And it's like, no matter how exhausted you are, like no matter how tired of you, how tired you are of your research topic, you just got to keep going because you're like, okay, I've put in 5 years now. I might as well just keep going. But like, until when? Like, you don't really know like when the end comes, and that sucks. That sucks. But at the same time, you do have a little bit more flexibility than like traditional schooling, because of the lab. So like once you are just solely in the lab portion, you can kind of come and go and do as much as you need to, and that is solely dependent on when your experiments are and how you set those up. So you do have a little bit more flexibility versus if you were in like traditional school, you have to be at those classes at those times. Any extra lab for those classes, you have to be at those times. Like, that's tough. So the flexibility is really nice. But I definitely think like a PhD is like something that someone who wants a PhD can do. I don't think you have to be any type of like special person to get one. I think you just have to be dedicated. And like I said, even when you don't see results, you still have to keep showing up and keep doing it. Even when you don't have a graduation date of when this is going to end, you still got to keep showing up. That's the hardest part. Like, the classes, okay. The research, okay. Like, but can you do it with no end in sight? That's the real question. And if your answer is yes, then you should sign up for it. If the answer is no, then don't sign up for it. And I definitely think, like, any graduate or professional school, if you don't see yourself, like, if your dream job does not need that degree, don't start it. Like, don't waste your time, and don't get into a position of like, well, I've been here this long and I'll keep going. Like, trust me, don't do it. Because when you're not passionate about something, it's extremely difficult to continue. Extremely difficult. So, that's my little tidbit. If your dream job needs it, if your dream job does not need it, don't waste your time, your money, your effort. Like, go do something else that makes you happy. Or even if you, like, all that, like, call me doctor, doctor this, doctor that. Nobody cares. Who cares? Who cares? When you're struggling, you're not happy, who cares about calling you doctor? You can be a doctor or something else you care about. Who cares? My experience has definitely been a roller coaster. For sure. And I feel like the first like few years, we were going down. We were going down. But the last couple years, I feel like I've been able to like come back up. And it's not so much because I feel like school is so awesome and I'm like excelling and I'm doing well and great. That's not what it is at all. What it really is that I've had to do like a lot of like self-work. And through that self-work, like, I have not allowed school to define who I am. And I think at the end of the day, school is like minimal part of your life. And I think sometimes when you're in it for so long, it feels like it's the biggest thing in your life. And it's genuinely not. Like, if I was to, I don't know, drop out tomorrow, nothing changes except for the fact that I dropped out. And then I just have to like figure out where to work. Everybody else is the same. Nobody else cares. Like, it's not that serious.
I may never find, but I'll always choose.